It's Halloween Eve 1987 and a nurse named Zan is going home after her shift. She starts to leave in her van with her 1987 cell phone and cell phone holder when she's stopped by another nurse that tells her she released the wrong patient. She released Benjamin Newman, who's a deranged serial killer that's been with them at that hospital for 17 years. He chopped up his parents and played with their body parts as if they were pieces in a board game, she says. She told Zan that they have to destroy any evidence of Benjamin Newman being at that hospital or they're going to go to jail. Benjamin Newman gets right to it. He's trying to break into the house of this happy guy getting ready for a Halloween party. He leaves the bathroom and he's immediately taken out. He takes his headphones, starts listening to his music, goes to the bathroom and starts using his makeup. That chin is crazy. While the other guy's on the floor slowly passing away, Benjamin puts on his Halloween costume, goes over to the other guy, cuts his arm off and uses it to write some gibberish on the mirror. Now we're at a young woman's house. She's getting ready for school. She made a bow and arrow to go with her costume for the Halloween party later. Her brother comes in and says their father wants to talk to them about something important. He tells Cassie and her brother that somebody was murdered 2 houses away last night and his Halloween costume was stolen. After breakfast, her brother's telling Cassie he doesn't understand why their mother left. She tells him that the mother was just going through things and also cheated on her father a couple of times before they were born. Later at what's supposed to be a school cafeteria, Cassandra and her friends are talking about the murder that happened last night. And Sarah wants help picking out a slutty costume, so they're going to meet after school. Benjamin walks in this one lady's yard. She's sitting outside on the side of the house while he pretends to be a scarecrow. When trick-or-treaters come up to the door, she goes back in through the side entrance and Benjamin follows her. When she's done with the trick-or-treaters, Benjamin pops out of nowhere. She tries to run, he knocks her down, but she kicks him off and gets a hammer. Not good enough because she catches that metal hook to the chest. He grabs her, nails both arms to the floor, cuts off her hand and caresses her face with it. Before he exits the house, he leaves her a few pieces of candy with her own hand. Cassie and Sandra go to a restaurant after shopping for costumes. Benjamin walks in and sits in the corner and starts staring at them. They get creeped out and leave. The owner tells him, if you're not going to buy something, you got to get out. Benjamin lets him know how he feels. Cassie's about to leave for the Halloween party when she finds an old picture of when her mom and dad met. She asks who's the creepy looking guy sitting next to her. He tells her his name is Benjamin Newman and he was obsessed with your mother, stalking her for years and she had to get a restraining order. Some people think he had something to do with her disappearance. Sarah shows up and her and Cassie leave for the party, but not before we see Benjamin standing on their roof. The father's cleaning the kitchen and notices that there's something missing from the plate and that the door is open. He turns around and immediately catches a knife to the gut. Benjamin opens him up and starts pulling out his digestive system. Tommy comes in and finds his dad on the floor and calls the police. Later at the Halloween party, this obnoxious guy Chris bumps into Benjamin and goes into the bathroom. Benjamin follows and he's standing there watching this guy pee. Chris calls him a weirdo and they fight. Benjamin sticks his thumbs in his eye sockets and pulls his head apart. Sarah and Cassie are sitting around drinking when Tommy runs in to tell her about their father. He says he saw that guy walking outside the house. They chase him out back, he knocks out Cassie and stabs her brother a few times. He takes Cassie to a factory and puts her on a roller conveyor and takes out the guy with the security shirt with a sickle. After a while, she wakes up still on the conveyor. Benjamin tries to give her some candy. She doesn't want it. He then gives Cassie her mother's necklace. She doesn't want that either. Now Benjamin's done being nice. He goes to get a weapon. Cassie pulls a knife from her pocket and cuts herself free. He stabs her in the leg. She stabs him back and she's able to run. He chases her around the factory and she comes across the security guard's chopped up body. As Benjamin gets closer, she throws something to distract him. She's able to run behind him and stab him in the back. They fight. She's able to get him again. But he doesn't die. He gets back up and she loses it. Cassie finds a phone and calls the police. When she turns around, she sees that this guy's still not dead. She gets a sledgehammer and tries to finish the job. The police finally arrive and she shows them where the body is, but because this is a horror movie, of course he's gone. Then, the nurse from the beginning shows up, the one that said we have to get rid of all the evidence that this guy existed. She shows up and it's revealed that that's Cassie's mother, who of course tells Cassie that the guy that brought her there, Benjamin, is her father. And that's how it ends. So what, was the mother living in that insane asylum for 17 years? What?